Hi, everybody. Hi, Minty and Angel and my journal as a wife and a mom. I don't know your name, so I'm going to call you back.
You can tell us your name if you want, or you don't have to.
Nope,
It'll just take a long time for us to talk to you. That's okay. Okay. So we're doing a Q&A today because I convinced Mom to do it. That's basically what it boils down to. Yeah. We haven't done a live stream since that whole week. That was a week, right? Where we did live streams every day to ask people to vote. And we just need to break from them. And I don't know if we're going to, like, make a schedule of official live streams. Like, maybe we could do one once a month or something. But the kids are cooking in the background. They're doing a little cooking competition. And so we're excited for you guys to hear what happened. Yeah, you're going to be hearing some noise, but can you guys hear us?
Oh, dear. Can you not hear us? I will be so sad if you can't hear us.
Because it says, okay, I think.
Hi, Call Me Scout. Hi, Jenny. Can you guys, hi, Still Surviving. Can you guys tell us if you can hear us or not?
Because we've been having, yes, okay, good. We've been having sound issues with my computer. So.
Oh, good.
Woo!
Cloud the Mini Poodle, hi. Yay! Jenny, Michelle, Life with Kylie? Kai.
Tell us how to say your name.
Tell us how to say your cool name. It's beautiful looking.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know you can hear us. Anna Banana, hello.
April family. Hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I missed you guys. And I saw that you had to like change your route because of a hurricane or something.
Yeah, we were so sad you couldn't come to Utah.
Moria, thank you. Mary.
Hi. Since everyone just joked on, I'm just going to say there's going to be noise in the background because the kids are cooking and Moose is in his kennel because the kids are cooking and it gets difficult because he just wants everything. So you're going to hear a little bit of whining and some rustling around. But
hi, Service Dogola. And then Megan from MA. Okay, so
we're going to do a Q&A today because I feel like we get a lot of similar questions in the comments often, and we try to answer them as best we can, but
Able Family says they're going to be out here in April.
Really? We need to do something.
We need to do something together.
We should, like, plan it in advance as much as we can. Kim's here! Hi!
Hi, Kim!
You made it! Guys, I just got off of a live stream that Kim did on Twitch. It was really good.
Jenny's asking how Moose is. Moose has been doing great. We've taken him out shopping every day for a couple days in a row now, and he's doing well.
He's still in training.
He's still in training.
That's for sure, but he's improving every day.
Are you going to get mad at me if I tell him what the next video is about?
Yes, because it is not a 100% for sure thing, and that person's
I might have already said it in a comment.
Well, there's a little hint. That person's opinion could change. So we're not going to say it yet.
Okay. If you're missing Moose, though, watch next week. Okay.
Hi, Amanda. Did we say hi to Amanda yet?
Hello, Amanda. No, I didn't. Mary in Texas, Megan from Massachusetts, and
let's see.
Has Moose learned any tasks yet? He has not officially learned any tasks, but he naturally is doing pressure
therapy
for anxiety.
He can kind of tell when Kylie's having a really hard time. And so
you can tell when I'm having a hard time. It's amazing. So,
but he hasn't learned any official tasks besides the basic ones of like sit. And
we're waiting a couple more months before they start task training.
Oh, you're so fine, April.
Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you, Able Family. If you haven't watched their vlog,
it's so cool.
Everyone on here needs to be watching their vlog. You will love it so much. You talk about people with an amazing attitude and sweetness and happiness, and they're doing some really fun things like traveling the country in their RV right now.
It's way, way cool.
And they have adorable dogs too. So, but anyway, you guys need to trust us. You need to watch it. You will like it a lot.
But yeah, so Moose doesn't start
task training,
like official task training specifically for Kylie until he's
9 months was the earliest that they were going to do it.
Depending on how well he does
with everything else.
9 months to a year is normally when they start those kinds. At least for the trainer that we have.
And then there's certain tasks that he's not going to be old enough to start for quite a while.
Yeah, there's a couple things that
he needs to be able to do that are just really hard. So,
yeah. And so we've had one thing I want to address. This isn't, no one's asked this in the comments, but a couple of people have asked, are we going to actually put up a story that I said we weren't going to put up?
Should I just tell it now?
Or we could put it as a bonus video or something. What, do you guys want to hear the story right now, or do you want to, like, see all the footage that we took?
Because I put the footage up. I just, well, I didn't
No,
put all the
not
footage.
really. No, you did, like 5 seconds. So we could do it after the Q&A, because I think a lot of people are going to have some questions because they haven't done a live stream in a long time.
Moya Doyle, are you the one that wanted to know that, someone wrote us and asked us how to get on the newsletter because I had taken the link down. I'm going to put it back up. So
yes.
If that was you, and yes, the website is a good way to get a hold of us.
We also have email that if you go to our little about section on our channel, there's like channel, videos, about. You can just like type in a little code saying that like you're not a robot or anything. It can give you our email and if there's something that you would rather talk about in private, or Instagram. DMs are a really good way to get a hold of me, especially because I'm on Instagram all of the time. All of our socials are in the description box.
The fastest way to get a hold of me, besides the website, is Facebook. So
or me.
Or the fastest way to get a hold of any of us is to reach Emmarie first, because she's the one that's most likely on social media. So
yeah.
We are great. I'm improving. I had a little bit of a hard time, but that's okay.
Yes.
It is what it is. But we wanted to thank all of you who...
Oh, people are saying both.
We wanted to thank all of you that took on the challenge. We got some emails from people. We got messages from people.
That was incredible.
Of going out and seeing how many people's lives that you could make better for days in a row. And we were like so blown away and so humbled by that. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. It was a difficult video to make. We had to be brave because we knew we were saying things that were going to make some people mad.
Had to be brave.
And that's not what you want to do as a YouTuber. But we also wanted to approach this like, how do we treat you if you were in our home? Would we allow someone to talk to you that way? No, we would not. And so we just need to treat our channel like our house and just do the best we can.
I watched Emmarie's video on confidence. It was so good. Oh, thanks! Sorry, that was really loud. Thank you! It made me super happy. That one I wasn't scared to put up because, yeah, that's not a scary topic. But it was definitely different than normal one, like my normal beauty and DIY videos, but I felt like it was needed.
Kim says silver lining, you get lots of views when you make people mad. That's true, but you know what? That's not how we want to get our views, though, so...
It is a silver lining when it does happen on accident.
But we didn't want to plan it that way.
No.
Okay, so... We'll go. I think I want to go ahead and tell them the story.
They want us to do both.
Okay, so we will tell you the story.
So it's not probably as exciting as you guys think. I mean, it's awesome, but it's not like this super secret thing. It was. I knew if we like did the video, it would cause up a lot more uproar than that topic was worth because it wasn't that big of a deal. Does that make sense?
She was just done with people criticizing us over the service dog.
And other people and the fighting.
Yeah, it was just kind of done.
I realize when you get bigger, like, subscriber-wise, that you can't control that, but I felt like we're still in a place that we kind of can at least. And I want to take advantage of that to hopefully set a good standard for the community.
Yeah, we want to, like, set a tone that wasn't like what we were experiencing. So,
okay.
Okay, so what happened was Kylie had a really hard time. Some of her symptoms are getting worse, and she is getting to the point, we talked about it 2 videos ago, that sometimes she will, we'll say, blank out for extended periods of time and not have a memory of what happened afterwards.
We've talked about it before.
I'm trying to be sensitive about it because I don't want to embarrass her or anything, but it's becoming a more dangerous situation, and it actually put her in a situation where she was in danger recently, and we got a phone call from the school letting us know that what had happened. And so I called the service dog trainer. I said, we can't live like this. We need to understand what Moose can be trained to do to help her through it. And she told us some different things, and she said he can be, she gave us like 3 or 4 different things that he could be trained to do. That she had another client with in a similar situation, different reason, but a similar situation. Yeah. And she said this is what we're doing for him, and it's working out really well. And we kind of talked about some different things, and she said, she also told us this is what you need to start looking for. Our hope is that someday, like before Moose is 2, he will be able to sense when Kylie
gets into those brain patterns.
Yeah, and when the inflammation is building up in her brain for that to happen. And that he would recognize it. And she said when he does recognize it, probably what he's going to do is immediately start misbehaving. He's going to refuse to sit. He's going to refuse to heal or do anything. He's just going to
want to stay.
He's going to stay with her and kind of freak out because he's not going to know exactly what to do. But he's going to realize that she's in danger, and he's not going to be willing to leave her or like obey or let her go anywhere. And we were hoping, like, she's like, it's not necessarily going to happen tomorrow. Hopefully sometime in the next 2 years, we can train him to do that. He can start picking it up on his own. 2 days later, Moose started doing that. I immediately recognized, oh, that's starting to happen to Kylie. And I just kind of waited and watched, and I'd say probably within a half an hour. So he didn't recognize it as fast as we did, but within a half an hour, Moose was all over it. He's like, something is wrong. He was getting really upset. He was misbehaving. He was doing all the things the trainer expected him to do. He was barking.
He wasn't
allowing anybody to come anywhere near her.
To his e-collar either.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, and he wouldn't let anybody near her. And people like walked by our house, and he started barking. He was like, "Don't think you come over here by my Kylie," And so we believe now that Moose does understand that when
he can sense things. When
the autoimmunity becomes a dangerous situation for Kylie, that he's actually understanding it. And so, I mean, that's just huge. To us, that was this huge miracle, because we were told, don't expect that to happen right away. This is going to be something that he has to, develop over
like
time.
Any other task that. And now it's just like, once he starts his task training specifically for Kylie, it's honing in on that feeling for him and helping him understand how to communicate or how to help her.
Yeah, and so that is the next thing, is the trainer is going to help him understand what to do when he knows something is wrong.
Yeah.
So,
he's a really smart dog.
He's amazing. He really is a brilliant dog.
We're super blessed that he has been put into our lives. But, oh my goodness, I turned off my volume and now it's going back on. Sorry.
And so that was our story, and I mean, it's a sweet story.
It was a really, really sweet story.
We just we knew that if we brought that up before doing this last video,
or even before he was supposed to start doing those things, that it would create a lot of fuss in the comments. And like I said, I just wanted
people being really upset when we were pushing him too hard, when actually we weren't pushing him.
We were just watching.
We were just watching him. He figured it out on his own.
Yeah,
so
he can figure out a lot of things on his own. Sometimes it's not the best, but sometimes he still acts like a puppy.
But I mean, he is a puppy, and we aren't pushing him. The trainer's like, you know what, we can't start that training yet. He's just too little. We don't want to push him. She understands that.
Yeah, and we just let him do, in that specific category, just kind of let him feel it out as best as we can. We don't want him to misbehave.
And then teach him not to misbehave under those circumstances. Hopefully, what's going to happen is that he can be trained to help her not get into a dangerous situation when he realizes that's happening to her, and that he can be trained to alert and get help. Yeah. Because our biggest fear is that she'll be in that situation and she will walk away from a building, which is what happened recently. She walked out of the school. So
we're just doing our best, and that's basically a very condensed version of the story. Okay, I saw some other questions. A lot of people were asking, how is Kylie doing right this second?
She is not feeling that great. She was going to go on a date tonight, and I think they're postponing it until tomorrow because she is not feeling that great. She was fine with cooking. She's doing a cooking.
Cooking's kind of her therapy.
Yeah, that's her therapy. She's an amazing cook. You guys, she's amazing. I'm so excited that she's on board with keto, because then she can cook the food and it will taste like
It's not working as
apparently it's not turning out the way she wants. She's experimenting a lot right now. She has missed a lot of school, and I actually got an email from one of her teachers saying that they were really concerned about it. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. There's just, it is what it is.
We're doing our best.
And so
okay,
we're waiting for the insurance to come through. They did deny our first claim asking for IVIG. I know that the doctor is meeting with them on a face-to-face, like chat type thing, on Tuesday to discuss why she needs IVIG therapy. And we're hopeful that...
I didn't know that. That's good.
Yeah, they called me today.
Okay.
We're hopeful that because of that, I mean, he's really good at helping his patients, insurance companies, understand why it's so important. This is like really serious situation she's in. She has got to get help. So...
Let's see. I'm going through comments.
Speaking of Date, I think Date might be here. Anyway.
Okay, but what was I going to say? Oh, saying hi to a couple of people. Hi, Meg. Hi, Haley.
Hi, Zachary. Hi, Evie. Oh, if we're missing Hallie, still surviving. Jenna, hi. Percy. Okay, so if someone's asking how they can help their parents understand mental health and how a service dog helps.
We get this question a lot. And I don't know if we have just a direct answer.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to approach from both sides. With the first time a doctor said to us, have you considered getting a service dog? I'm like, nope. They cost so much freaking money.
And we have a dog.
And we have a dog, and it didn't seem like the best thing that we could do just from a money perspective. And it's a really hard thing to do even from a trade. People kept telling us, you don't know how hard it's going to be. We didn't know how hard it was going to be. It is hard. But I think the thing that with me that's a little bit different is because I also have PTSD now. I have a lot more compassion for...
what service dogs can do.
Yeah, in Kylie's situation, even though she doesn't have PTSD, that's not her issue. And for us, it was more like okay, she's not safe without it. So you cross into that line. I think that with mental illness, it's so hard for people who have never been through it to understand how debilitating it is because you can't see it and it's not, it's not a broken arm. It's not something that's obvious to anyone.
And you can't really, I can only say this so much, but you can't really describe the feeling.
No.
Like, you can kind of do it, but not the intensity that is really happening to the person.
One thing that I would suggest is, for your parents' sake, is, like, go somewhere and find out, does an animal who's trained, does pressure therapy actually work for you? Because if it doesn't, I mean, if your parents knew in advance that that really does work for you, that would be helpful.
Or is there something that is... more realistic that could be even more helpful. Just kind of exploring all of the options and narrowing it down.
There are grants for service dogs. There are companies that will do it for a deposit down, and then they actually give you the deposit back at the end. I had someone tell me about that recently. That's one of the things that I would look into in your situation. But it's expensive. I mean, you have to have health insurance for them like you would a person. You have to have kidnapping insurance for them. I mean, it's just like, it's a really big expense.
I mean, I feel like no one can, like, warn you or, like, explain to you how hard it's going to be until you're just in the moment.
Right. So,
let's see.
Someone's asked me what caused my PTSD. I will tell you part of it. Part of it we don't talk about on the internet. Period. Just because it's things that
this is stuff we just
don't talk about. But the part of it was what happened with Kylie. It was knowing that what was wrong with her could take her life and not being able to get anyone to believe me, and watching things just kind of spiral out of control. And then part of it was an illegal thing that happened to our family. And so...
combination of a lot of things happening at one time just...
snapped. And because the thing is, you guys, I'd been through a lot before. I'd had kids that almost died. Multiple times. So it wasn't like I had lived that before. This was just like so much at one time. It just sent me over the edge.
Also, a lot of parents that have had their child diagnosed with the same thing as Kylie have been diagnosed with PTSD.
Right. The mom especially is more likely to be diagnosed with PTSD,
So
and the dad is more likely to leave the family.
Even though the disease itself is out of the ordinary, Kylie's disease, that aspect of it is not out of the ordinary.
I think parents feel so helpless because you just can't do a darn thing about it. Is there a cure for brain on fire? It depends on what kind they have.
There's so many like little tiny details that can affect
so the movie Brain on Fire, the kind that she had, usually they can remove. It's actually caused by an ovarian tumor that does things to causes inflammation on the brain. I don't understand that, but they take out the tumor and then the inflammation on the brain goes away. There are lots of different kinds of autoimmune encephalitis. Some of them are what's called relapsing remitting, which means that they can come back again. Kylie actually has two different antibodies that are attacking her brain. So two different parts of her immune system are attacking her brain. One of the kind that's attacking her brain is considered relapsing remitting. So it does come back.
Yeah.
So does it have a cure? I think cure is a strong word. It has controlling it. So one thing that we have started doing with her is ketosis, like going on a keto diet, because ketones in the brain reduce inflammation in the brain. In general, people with PTSD have inflammation on the brain. If no one's told you that, because nobody told me that, ketosis was the best thing that I ever did for my PTSD.
And what kind
seriously?
We won't touch on that too much in this specific.
Because we're gonna talk about it next week.
We're gonna like dive deep into that. Let's see. Questions. Is Cookie warming up to Moose? We're getting there. We'll just say that.
We're working on it.
How can we help as viewers?
Our family? Well, being here is awesome way to help. You know what? So many of you are so positive, and I think you don't understand the effect that all of you have, not just on our family, but on one another. When you share your stories, when you're positive with one another, when you are supportive with one another, because that was our dream. And I'm going to get emotional and start crying, and I'm really sorry. I got to get control of myself for just a second here. Yes. Okay. Before... they're cooking.
They're cooking.
Before Kylie got sick, and before we were kind of in a desperate situation with my grandson Andy, our vlog was all about just showing how, you know, being happy and, you know, making these special...
It's the same thing now, but not.
These special moments, and like we are like trying to think of things to be interesting.
Yeah.
Those were the days. I really missed them. And then Kylie got sick, and the whole world turned upside down. So...
Yeah.
Ever since that day, my goal has been to help other people not go through the doctor hassles that we went through. Jace.
What are you doing? Use a spatula.
That's not working.
And to take away some of the stigma that people are experiencing, and to help people understand that just because you have psychiatric symptoms doesn't mean you have a psychiatric disease. And if people treat it that way, you will never get better when you can get better. And so spreading the word is one of the best things that you can do for us. My goal in life is to never have anybody suffer the way Kylie had to suffer, because that was needless and inexcusable, and it's hard for me to even think about. So, anyway.
What? We missed a question. Kim answered it. Thanks, Kim. I don't know what it was. Okay, so she can't be rid of it. She's stuck with it forever. We don't know. So here's the tricky part. You don't really know how to get rid of it until you try one of the things. So like one of the remedies or whatever, all the things.
One of the biggest problems is that Kylie is very sensitive to things that are anti-inflammatory. So she has an undiagnosed bleeding disorder. We don't know what it is. We don't know what causes it. And we've been told that it doesn't exist and it's not real. She's making it up, but we know she's not because we see it. And so, but if you give her something anti-inflammatory, it will cause very serious problems. And so they're trying to not aggravate that condition and treat the inflammation on the brain, and that's really difficult to do. So somebody who's not in Kylie's situation, they may have been able to be treated more effectively.
A little bit easier. I wouldn't say anything that has to do with that. It's easy.
Sammy G cooked dinner tonight. Amanda Miller says, we're all here for you guys, Heidi. Don't ever be afraid to show your emotions. We know this stuff is tough to deal with. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Minty, for praying for her. Proofs what a great mom you are. Oh, no, Laura. Do you know what? That is the other thing that I want to help other moms out there, because it's like mom guilt. You get the worst mom guilt in this kind of situation.
Mom guilt times a million.
Because you think, what could I have done to make those doctors listen to me? What could I have done to like have them believe me in time? That was like one of the hardest things to go through, because I felt like I wasn't a good enough person, that I couldn't get anybody to listen to me before it had caused the problems that it had. So that is just like... if you read my blog at doorsandtime.com, I wrote a story about I want to be an outlaw instead of a hero, because outlaw, not because I want to break the law, because I don't ever want to do that, but because outlaws do things like that aren't considered, you know, socially in the norm, and being socially in the norm isn't going to get my daughter help. So,
do you want to put Moose back in his kennel for a minute?
Yes.
So my journal as a wife and mom said that our situation helped her so much with her health issues, and especially with knowing how to speak to doctors and helping them understand. I am so glad. I am so glad. That makes me so happy.
If we could get that.
Just that one little thing. That is like a huge thing for so many people.
Yeah, so.
And it snowed in Indiana today. How fun. Okay. I'm trying to get my parents to understand my mental health and my need for service dog. I don't know how to start talking to them about it, though. Kind of scared of how they will react. Any advice? Okay, so someone else asked us, or I think it might have been you, actually, that said, hi, George. So...
It's kind of tricky, and I feel like those situations you really need to research and show them facts, because it's really hard to grasp the feelings, and so you need to confront them with the facts.
Not confront them, but show them.
Yeah, show them. Sorry.
Yeah, so...
Show them with facts.
Yeah, come prepared. Say, you know, these studies have been done.
Print them out,
then,
whatever.
like, try to find situations where they have discounted service dogs or scholarship service dogs.
Or not even with service dogs, just in general about those struggles that you're dealing with, because there are facts that people research these, people who have dealt with them themselves, or people who want to help other people. They're out there, but you just got to find them. And that, I feel like anytime you're approaching a parent or someone that you're kind of scared to, always having like hard facts really, really helps. So it's not just like...
And stay calm. Don't get mad at them. Give them time to think about it.
Yes, time.
How long have I been married? I was married in 1990, and this is like, so about 28 years. So, all the seniors. So my husband and I were married 28 years ago, and that is another thing that I would love to be able to come through in these vlogs in from our channel, is that people can stay together during this. Most people who have a child with autoimmune encephalitis get divorced. Most of them do, because it's so hard.
Really
Their marriage does not survive it, and so that's one thing that I would really like to help people with, is to stay married when this happens. Percy's making a binder full of information. That's really smart, Percy. Good job.
Hi, Jen.
Wateraholic.
Yeah, isn't that her?
Yeah. MC Family Vlogs. Hi.
Yes. So
Alex. So that's the advice I would give you.
Any other specific questions anyone else has before we move on? I think we're gonna have to get off pretty soon, because we've been on for almost half an hour.
We just got on.
It feels like we just got on, but the kids are probably going crazy saying we have to having us tell them to be quiet, or telling them to be quiet.
So someone's saying that my husband and I should do a Q&A. If you guys really want that, we could do a Q&A on staying together with autoimmune encephalitis, or
just marriage in general.
With just marriage in general. When we were so when Andy's dad Robbie was a baby, and he was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and then he also had other problems. I mean, it was just like a big nightmare and a half. That was one of the things that we had been warned against, that people in our situation had a 90% divorce rate. And so it's a challenge. And so you just need to be on the same page in certain ways. So Cloud Mini Poodle, I'm glad that the video is helping you with your anxiety. That makes me very, very, very happy.
Long live streams, I like it.
Oh, good.
I like live streams too. But we have to help get dinner ready. Mom and I have something that we're going to tonight, and so we probably have to get ready for that.
Yeah, we have a little party. Someone asked why our colors are yellow and blue.
Oh, that's a good question. They're happy colors.
Yeah, that was just what we felt like. Blue is a trust color, and yellow is a happy color.
We want to gain trust and happiness from everyone.
Oh, Able Family, we're so glad you guys are on. You guys, seriously, if you haven't checked out Able Family Life, they're in the chat right now. Check them out. They're amazing. Their family is positive. They will help you to feel good about your life. They will help you to just really enjoy the day. Their kids are amazing. They just crack me up. They are just great, awesome kids. And I wish we were all more like them most of the time. So just check them out.
Let's see. Whoa. Hey, Kim, will you help, please?
Kim, we need a little person deleting stuff. If she doesn't do it, can we?
Can you do it?
Remove.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully she'll.
Okay. Can we do another long live stream? Yes, we will.
So we're going to kind of wrap this up. Do we want to like maybe do a live stream once a month? Is that too like
mini?
I don't think we can go back to once a week just because.
Robbie's on.
Oh, hi, Robbie. My chat froze. Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. That's very sweet of you to say.
Yeah, once a month. Every other month. I like doing these Q&As where it's kind of like there's not a super duper hardcore topic. It's like what's come up with a lot of people lately.
How big is Moose going to get?
It's not as big as we thought with how fast he's growing, but he might have a growth spurt. He was supposed to get up to like
95, but there are people who've looked at him and told me they thought he'd get up to 120. He was an expert on dogs, but I think our trainer said less than 95, so we'll have to see.
She's thinking we're like 75.
Kylie, they're wanting to know why you named Moose Moose.
Why did you name Moose Moose?
That was Jace.
Oh, Jace came up with the name Moose. I think we were just throwing out names, and Jace threw out Moose
because he's so big.
Yeah, he was huge from the moment we met him. Let's see.
So Mary Calhoun is telling a miracle story of her brother when he was born. That's amazing.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
Let's see. Once a month is perfect. Whatever's best. I like once a month. Now, here's my question: do we want to do it on Fridays, or do we want to do it on a different day? Because.
Sorry.
I'm like, are you telling me to stop talking?
No.
Okay, I was like, I'll stop. She's like poking me without thinking about it. Do we want it to? I don't know. We'll have to think about it. If you have an opinion on.
Yeah, but if you guys have a day and time that everyone prefers, just.
We just did it on Friday because that's when we normally post a vlog. But I don't want to replace a vlog once a month.
I'm really excited about next week's vlog. As long as Kylie is going to do it. And then I'm really excited about it. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Okay, so we've been on for like ever, and we probably... Whitaker Wednesday. Yes! But I've already live streamed on Wednesday, so that's mine. Sorry. And Marlene already stole that.
What we're trying to do is get it to the point where someone on our family is posting every single day. That is the...
It's the goal.
That is the goal. We have Robbie and Jace developing a channel. They're working with Kim here. On that.
That's where you step in and like give a little thing.
And we're really excited about it. Theirs is going to be really cute. It's going to be Robbie and Jace and Andy, and it's going to be adorable. I'm very excited about it. So,
just not Fridays at 3. Yes, there's a reason that we did it at 4, Kim, is because I knew you live streamed at 3.
Are we going to do Vlogmas? Oh my gosh.
No.
You know, we did for 2 years in a row, and
I died.
It was so hard.
I died for like 3 weeks.
Okay, we did a music video last year, which took us weeks to film and edit and all that stuff.
Wait, I was going to talk about this. Kim and Mom and I have talked about doing another music video for Christmas because we've loved it. Would you guys be interested in us doing another music video? Or is it just like you're like, that's not what you do, don't. Which is fine. That doesn't offend us because that's not what we normally do. We were suggesting things and trying to come up with some ideas because it was a lot of fun to do last year. Jeez, can you block that person? How did you try for 3 weeks and come back? I was magical. What are you doing?
Opinions on gluten, we're gluten-free. As far as PTSD is concerned, we're gluten-free. As far as lots of things are concerned, we actually do keto, which is no carbohydrates at all, or very few carbohydrates, but we don't do any gluten at all. And so that has, we did it for a certain reason. Our kids are doing it. My little kids are doing it not because they need to lose weight, but because they're thin, but because they're tiny, but because of their brains. Anyway.
Wow. I don't think I've ever heard. That's what happens when you get more subscribers. You get more people that are not as nice. They came back as a different account. That's so wonderful. My favorite things, music, YouTube videos, do if you want. It's really, really hard to do. That's why we're asking if you guys would be interested. Like, it takes us weeks.
So you guys should go back and watch the Christmas video from last year. It's really cool. The music one.
Just go. He doesn't want to be on the live stream, but he's trying to say his opinion. I'm not trying to be mean to him. He can talk to me when he's all done. Positive stream only.
Woo!
Yes.
Love the music.
Yes, love the music. Okay, we will ask for more feedback because obviously not every person who watches us is on here right now, and so I'll talk about it on Instagram too and all that stuff.
But we filmed in multiple locations.
Oh my goodness,
that were 45 minutes apart. I mean,
we're doing something weird. The little discussions that we've had is very, very different from last year. This is a lot more. That one was more serious, which is good. This one would be a lot more playful, silly. We would rewrite lyrics to a classic Christmas song. A lot of props. A lot of fun stuff.
Thanks for coming on, Able Family. Have fun. They said they've arrived at their stop, and we're glad to see you here. We'll be seeing you soon too. So, Robbie says he's the only one allowed to troll us. That's my son. For anybody wondering who said that to us.
I remember last year's video.
Yeah, I don't want to stress over the holidays either. You know what?
I'm doing everything
in a place in our lives where that's hard to do. The first year that we did. Vlogmas type thing.
The hardest part was coming up with content to post every single day.
Because it wasn't hard for us to post every day back then, but life is a lot different now. So
agree, Robbie. So yeah, music video. More feedback about that the better, because that kind of helps us. Like when the music video gets really tough, it's like, okay, a lot of people want this. We can do this, and it's fun.
Robbie, I'm not afraid to bounce you.
Yeah. What made you guys decide you want to start vlogging as a family?
Emmarie says her.
Emmarie.
So, you want to tell a story? Or you want me to tell a story?
I can do it. We have a whole podcast about how Dorson Time was born or whatever. That's actually the only podcast we put up. We're awful about that, but hopefully we can get back into the groove of that. Short recap, I went to CVX Live, which is a YouTube convention, and I found out that vlogging existed, and I just had this feeling like we needed to start vlogging, and I nagged Mom for forever, and eventually Dorson Time was born, our channel.
But I still feel like the reason, because we felt like we were supposed to vlog, that was what God wanted us to do. But I really feel like that we really were supposed to do it because of what was going to happen to our family eventually, and we just needed it. So, someone says something. Do I feel like avoiding gluten help with PTSD? This was Jen, I believe, that asked me that question because she's a similar illness and find that works. Yes. And I think that's even beyond avoiding gluten, although I do think gluten's a big deal. It's having the ketones in your brain. So if you go into ketosis, which means you're burning fat instead of glucose, you have these things called ketones going in your brain, which you probably already know that, Jen, because you're a trainer. But anyway, that is the best thing that ever happened to me with my PTSD. I was able to get off 2 of my medications just totally, and then I'm weaning off my last one. And so, and I'm not taking, I hardly have it. I take it every 3 days right now. So it's just been a huge miracle. And I'm telling you, the week that we went through 2 weeks ago was one of the hardest in my life, and I did that in those situations.
That
so,
comment, no peppermint cheesecake. I haven't thought about that in forever.
We will figure out a way. The company we use is Medi Weight Loss, and they have a peppermint cheesecake recipe on their. So we'll figure it out.
We might have to eat a little bit more fat that day.
Andy has been doing better. We're kind of hopeful. We'll have to see. He's going to get tested again, and we'll have to see how he does this winter.
Sorry, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anyone. Important. I'll be reaching out to you on Instagram. I can't wait to hear from you. Okay. Let's see.
Moose is a cross between a Bernedoodle and a poodle. He had from a breeder that breeds dogs for service dog purposes.
Can I tell you one of my favorite obnoxious comments that we get constantly? Some version of, guys, I'm so sorry. Moose isn't really a Bernedoodle. It's like, yeah.
I'm so sorry we have papers.
He looks very different
than I guess the most Bernedoodles. He has different coloring and everything.
His jawline is definitely more poodle than Bernese Mountain Dog, which I guess their genetics of Bernese Mountain Dog jawline are a lot more, what's the word? Not powerful, like strong than a poodle jawline. But he got the more poodle jawline, and that's what throws people off. And his coloring. Most of the time, they don't have the white. A lot of times they're at least dominant white. So that I always laugh when I see those.
You guys, there will be cheesecake on my birthday. We might have to live stream on my birthday. In fact, I would love to live stream on my birthday.
Mom's birthday is December 17th, just in case you're curious.
Yeah, December 17th. Everybody plan on a live stream at least then.
Yeah. I don't know
Mom
what day
of
that
Moose
is,
was probably a poodle, so that's why. Actually, the mom of Moose was, which one was a poodle, which was a...
Yeah. No, wait. Do you guys remember if the...
It was the mom a poodle or the dad a poodle?
I thought the dad was a poodle.
I thought the dad was a poodle, actually.
It's on a Monday. Your birthday's on a Monday this year.
Okay, my birthday is on a Monday this year.
We'll do a family night.
Birthday cheesecake mukbang. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You are a woman after my soul there.
People don't understand that he's a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for
next week's vlog as well.
We're so excited for next week's vlog.
Kylie has been mostly producing the vlog that is going up next week. A lot of the things were her idea, and she took the lead on a lot of it. So whenever she takes the lead on a vlog, it's very humorous. So,
are you guys still doing Light the World? We're gonna do little bits of Light the World. MC Family Vlog.
Okay. We will do one Light the World video
a week, and then on like Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, we'll like
make sure that we do it every day. But as far as
not necessarily every day,
well, probably close to that.
We'll mention it, but we're definitely not going to do a vlog
every day for Light the World because that is so hard. I'm so sorry.
We just can't do that.
We can't.
Maybe next year, if we have an editor, we can hire 5.
Kim has invited herself over for cheesecake mukbang.
Yes. You should be here anyway. It's Mom's birthday.
Minty's teasing us right now.
You're funny. Okay.
Thank you, Kylie.
You're so nice. Okay, so it's been 45 minutes. We really need to get off.
We miss you guys. Obviously, we love talking to you
for
so much.
2 hours, and we will make this next month on Mom's birthday. Put it
for sure. Yeah, write my birthday on your calendar, December 17th, because we will hang out on my birthday.
Yes, it'll be so much fun. Okay, guys, we love you. And so this is going to be the vlog for the week. That's not going to be a permanent thing. If we live stream most of the time, it'll be a separate video and we'll put up a vlog. But for this week specifically, this is going to count as the vlog. That's why we did it at the vlog posting time. But so I guess we'll see you guys next week. We love you. Thank you for coming on.
We love you. Bye-bye.